Welcome to the 7th lecture about the visage of Balkh in the expanse of history. Now we will discuss the characteristics of Greco-Bactrian cities. In the construction of buildings and defensive walls around the city and its fortifications, large square-shaped raw bricks have been used in the constructions of basement and some foundations. Only baked bricks have also been utilized. Residential complex buildings or houses that covers an area of 90,000 square meters, the palace building or office area that covers an area of 180 by 137 square meters with 108 pillars of stone capitals. A city of this magnitude has truly been the capital of independent rule and one of the most important cities in the Bactria almost 2,300 years before. The decoration in the buildings of today, especially the capitals, were in three Greek styles: Corinthian, Doric and Ionic. Another characteristic of Greek art in I-Khanum is the mosaic carpets. These carpets use planned decorations which show the blend of Oriental and local art with Greek art, because in Greece more time was used in mosaic than animal decorations. Only in the mosaic of the baths of the palace of I-Khanum, the shapes of dolphins, blue horses and sea demons are shown, in which instead of square Greek mosaics, local colorful gravels and pebbles have been used. The Indians used wood, the Greeks stone and the European clay. The buildings that were built in the West considered all four styles. Coins of the Greco-Bactrian kingdom have a special beauty. Many of these coins represent a combination of Greek and Bactrian culture. The style of clothing depicted on these coins is different from that of ancient Greek coins. As can be seen in the hats of these kings, it is a very special and different style from the hats that were used in ancient Greece. If we pay attention to the names of these kings, the question may be asked that these kings were Greek, and what do they have to do with the history of our land? But it should be noted with the principle that these kings were born in the land of Bactria and were somewhat far from their Greek origin. Thus, the Greco-Bactrian civilization originated and developed in ancient Afghanistan, which later spread to other neighboring areas. Until great Kanishka converted to Buddhism, this religion remained in India. Similarly, artists from Greece faced a number of difficulties in promoting their art with Eastern thinking. But these problems were overcome by local Aryan artists and professionals and paved the way for the adoption of Greek art and appreciation of Indian values, which resulted in the creation of a great historical civilization called Greco-Bactrian. The Greco-Buddhist civilization, on the one hand, had a profound effect on the ancient society of Afghanistan, and on the other hand, this civilization affected the regions of Japan, China, Korea, Sri Lanka, and reached as far as India and Central Asia. The greatest achievement of the Greco-Buddhist civilization was in the field of sculpturing, which combined Buddhist teaching with Greek industry, resulting in a fusion of Greek art and Buddhist thoughts. The largest artifacts belonging to Greco-Bactrian and Kushan art were found near present-day Balkh in Sheberghan province during the cold days of autumn 1978. A group of Afghanistani and Russian archaeologists led by the famous Russian archaeologist Viktor Ivanovich Saryanidi located among the Pebble Hill of northern Afghanistan in the area known as Telotepa, Gold Hill, 5 kilometers to the north of Sheberghan, amid fear and hope. Fear of possible armed conflict in the region and the hope of finding one of the greatest golden treasures of the ancient world dug into the dirt and rock to uncover a secret that had been buried in the ground for 2,000 years. As a result of the excavation, the team discovered 7 graves there. The bodies in the tombs were decorated with the thousands of pieces of gold, a remarkable discovery in the archaeological history of Afghanistan and in the region. Professor Saryanidi's discovery is important not only for understanding the history of the emergence of Kushans in Bactria, but also for realizing their way of life, their religion beliefs and the artistic style of the time, which was a fusion of indigenous Bactrian art with the Greek and Indian art. These works were artistically designed in the form of cupids or god of love, legendary fish and animals with gemstones. The bodies of women inside the graves looked so much decorated at the time of death. In the tombs, hundreds of different gold-shaped plates were firmly sewn in to the women's clothing. But how did all these unique works of art from pure gold come into existence? Based on historical findings, the Greco-Bactrian civilization was founded by Alexander the Great in 337 BC. after the conquest of the Bactria, and this region gradually became one of the most civilized zones of that time. After that, the desert dwellers of the Central Asia plains moved south. They seized power in Greco-Bactrian and founded the Great Kushan Empire. Over time, these desert dwellers became comfortable, taxing traders traveling from Syria to China and trading with the merchants crossing the famous Silk Road. They accumulated a lot of gold and popularized the art of goldsmithing and gold carving. Takht-i-Rustam, a historical stupa in the city of Aybak, the capital of Samangan province, northern Afghanistan, is another remnant of the Kushan period. This huge stone bed, which is about 2000 years old, is one of the most important monuments left from the Buddhist period. The circumference of Takht-i-Rustam is about 85 meters. There are several caves and rooms around it. Buddhists use these rooms as temples or place for their idols. They kept their idols there and worshipped them. The stone bed also had holes for storing valuables and coins of the time. The art of sculpturing was also very popular and flourished during this period. Signs of this art can be clearly seen on the walls of this monument. This was a brief account of the process of formation of pre-Islamic cultures and civilization in ancient Balkh, which included a much larger area in northern Afghanistan. Archaeological findings from the time is extended from the north to central Afghanistan. In the next article, we will discuss the emergence of the holy religion of Islam and its consequences, a development that transformed a large region and linked Afghanistan cultural ties to the Middle East more than South Asia. This is how the culture of the Middle East overcame the culture of South Asia, and the relationship between Afghanistan and the Indian subcontinent was replaced by the Arabian Peninsula. Although this change did not completely destroy the cultural connection between Afghanistan and the Indian subcontinent. Ethics provides you with a plentiful great lectures. For now, so long.